folks, it's Dub here. This is one of my first outdoor videos I've shot so far. Most of them I've used indoors to kind of control the environment and that kind of thing, but it's Labor Day weekend. We're up here camping, and so I wanted to get a fire going. I thought I'd use some of the skills and tools that we've been working with here, so I'm going to use one of the fire starters from our prepper gearbox here a little bit later, trying to get this taken care of before it gets a little bit too dark here. But I want to show you guys a couple of things here that I'd found that I'm going to be using as kind of my initial tinder for the fire striker to work really well. There's just natural materials that just happen to be walking by, and these ones are side by side here, so bear with me. I'm trying to spin the camera around for you a little bit and give you an idea. So the first thing I'm going to show you is what I've always called Goose Berry. You can eat the berries. In fact, let's see here. Oh, that one's kind of chewed up right there. But I'll grab some berries that looks like the squirrels and birds and whatnot have been getting after them. But let's see here. Here's a little something. All right. So here's a couple of little gooseberries. They're just a small little berry themselves. Have kind of a little pulp top where the flower was. That's where it attaches to the tree itself. And they're pretty simple little berry. Not super sweet. I think they're pretty good. But you cut them open, and they just have seeds inside, and the whole thing's edible. I always usually break this little dry part off, but I mean, honestly, ate the whole thing. And flavor-wise, yeah, it's just a mildly sweet fruit. It doesn't really taste like a strawberry, a plum, or a grape, or anything else. Just a gooseberry. So anyway, that's a little wild edible you can consume, but it also, the plant is right now putting off this very fibrous material that if you grab a few little pieces, you can see how very quickly you got a lot of little fine hairs there. So spin it around here for you. Hopefully the lighting's all right. This is kind of what the gooseberry looks like as far as right now when it has all this bit of fluffins on it. So I'll cut a little bit off here itself. One thing about the gooseberry that I don't like is that it has these little spines on them. It can be very pokey, more so than a raspberry, which we've got some of those around here too. Maybe in another video I can find one. But anyways, that's kind of what the leaf structure looks like, and that's what the berry is. So they're obviously seasonal, but they're ripe right now. So right next to those, what we've got going as far as a burnable material, I'm gonna pivot the camera just a little bit here. Hopefully it's not too bad with the sun. And we look over, and there's some bull thistle. So I'm gonna go cut some of that real quick for us. Hopefully it got it in frame. If not, show it to you anyway. This is very pokey too, which is kind of why it's taking a while. All right, so this is kind of classic bull thistle. Most of us recognize when it's in bloom, and honestly, it has edible properties. The deer will eat on these kind of flowers and that kind of thing. And actually, I'm pretty sure there is some good medicinal properties having to do with maybe liver health and that kind of thing from it. We can do some more research into that, but I'm pretty sure there's many uses for the thistle. But what I'm after, obviously, are these super dry little tuft portions here, and this little fluffins that's inside of it. Now, you can see the whole plant likes to be a little bit pokey, but once we can break away all of this and leave ourselves with just this little fluffins here, that should do pretty good for us. So I'm going to collect up a bunch of this fluffins here, some from the gooseberry, some from the thistle here, and then we'll see if we can't do a little fire start video and see how some of the fire steel works with that. All right.